taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
You know, I was just informed that it's been 20 years since that damn album came out. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I was 13 when that album dropped.
Tell another way to make you feel old.
Yeah. Oh. Man, I had a bootleg copy. I got it before its release, so that's how I got my copy of that shit.
Yeah, same here, my nigga.
Yeah, because if you know, because I was the actual bootleg. I knew where to get the shit.
Those were the Kazaa LimeWire days and shit. Hell yeah.
Oh no, this one was I got mine through an FTP. There was a guy that had a connection. I used to get all these shits like mad early. Oh, so like
way to incriminate yourself, Pat, but that's okay.
Hey,
that's limitations.
You're past the statute of limitations, so you're
statute of limitations.
No, that album's a classic. It changed you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear the last time New York was really on top of the rap world, like the way it was. Like, I mean, that shit had crazy buzz because obviously with 50 and the G Unit mixtapes, they were flooding the market, everything like that, and then. You know, Wanksta,
a movement. I don't know. Musically, is it a classic though? It's more like an impact classic.
Nah, I think
or an era classic. I don't know.
I think 50's one of the best when it comes to hooks, man. Like the hooks and the choruses on that's kind of crazy.
He is, but like that's one of those albums where I swear I did not like re-listen to it all that often.
Well, hold on, let me ask you.
I bumped the shit out of that album.
Well, what's your favorite track on that, LB? Your favorite song on that album, if you can remember?
Yeah, what was the one? Dissing Ja Rule?
Life's on the Line?
Down?
Life's on the Line?
I think it was Back Down.
Back Down.
Is Heat on there?
Yeah, Heat. It was Heat.
Heat on there.
And Life's on the Line?
Heat,
I don't really
Back Down.
I like You Not Like Me.
I
think that's my favorite 50 song, You Not Like Me. I like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He has some good songs, but it's like after that year, I didn't listen to that album again.
Really?
Seriously, like after like all the singles, like after its run, like I never went back to the album. Like literally never. Like I haven't listened to Get Rich or Die Trying since.
That's crazy.
Fucking no, it's not. Like the album ain't like it.
I like it's a classic. To me, it's a classic album.
Musically, I don't know if it's like.
It ain't, I mean, hear me out. Like, it's not a top
10 replay value. Like I don't know. It's just
to me, it's not a top 10 album of all time, but it's a classic. You know.
Well,
I wouldn't. It's like I'm not really disagreeing with it being classic because it has such an impact. Like, but as far as like
the impact was crazy. I was like 7th grade in Hawaii, and that shit was buzzing like crazy. I mean, the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like that was huge, man.
Yeah, like it was crazy, man. But I don't know if it's like. I mean, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like.
No, I get what you're saying because
like Doggy Style is a classic, but it's an impact classic too.
But I mean, 50 don't have bars like. I mean, his bars is alright.
Yeah, and that was the one thing that I did say about Get Rich or Die Trying because the mixtapes were fire. But Get Rich or Die, you could tell that 50 kind of was dumbed down his lyricism a little.
Yeah, see, and yeah. Okay, so you get where I'm coming from. Like, the lyricism and the playfulness and the wittiness kind of went away from the album.
Well, yeah, it wasn't mixtape 50 on that. No.
Yeah, because instead, it was pretty much because 50's.
It was Gangsta 50.
Yeah, because 50's 9 Shots was getting played up so much, so they were like, okay, let's play up the super thug image. Because I mean, look at the fucking album cover, like, you know. So that's what pretty much what kind of like sold the album. Like that's where you have all the Harvest songs on there.
It's a great album name too. That's an iconic album title.
Yeah, it is too. Like, and in the club is still one of rap's greatest singles of all time. Because I mean, I remember the first.
Yeah, that song was a classic.
I remember I ran that song back so many fucking times. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I guess when I hear classic, I'm like, it's dark. It's dark and hell is hot. Like I don't like. I listen to that album to this day. Like, but Get Rich or Die Trying, like. Maybe it's just me. My bad.
I just do a few songs here and there, but I don't go back to it. You're right. I don't go back to it like I go back to other albums for sure.
I mean, there's older albums I go back to more.
Yeah, I'll go back to like AT Alien. You know, a lot of old school. That's a lot of older stuff.
No, I still go back to it. I still go back to Get Rich or
I
Die
go back to
Trying.
like I like You Not Like Me a lot. Definitely, that's my favorite.
I will say something because like during its run, because like I said, I was in the clubs in those times, so they used to run the whole album in the club.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
And
the album got played out to me. That's what it was. Like I didn't need to go back to it.
Yeah, after some time, I just like I didn't go back to it after some because you go to the club and you start hearing that shit all the time. Like there was
not just the club, the radios. Like let me see, like I think it was 99 Jams. Used to 103.5. Like Pat said, the fucking club would literally play maybe 7 or 8 songs from
like
the
niggas
album.
was really in the clubs with Heat playing like that. Like you imagine hearing Heat in the fucking club.
Remember, you had Pimp, you had a whole bunch of like, bro, like that album got so played out. Like I mean, I go back to the other G Unit albums, but I never go back to Get Rich or Die Trying. I go back to the Banks album, all of them. Yeah, nah, 50 shit, nah, not Get Rich or Die Trying.
Well, luckily after that, the first G Unit group album came out like a little bit after that, and I played that shit.
I go back to that.
No, that one to me it aged bad. I don't listen to much of that at all. Of the first Unit mixtape, other than Smile and Want to Get to Know You. That's all I liked on that.
No, that first
you wildin', nigga.
That's all I
Buck
go
was
back
eating
to.
on that album.
Yeah,
it was good at the time. No, it was far at the time. Like it was far at the time, but I mean, I don't know. Some of the beats age bad to me personally.
No,
The intro.
The intro. Yeah, but no, Get Rich or Die, because it was played so much because everyone was trying to make their own.
That's what it is, man. You right.
Yeah, like everyone tried to make their own version, especially their own version in the club, like the Beyonce version, and then there was actual like reggaeton version of that shit. Like there was all types of wild remixing, and it was just like, god damn, like and eventually it did get played out quick because it was just like you heard it everywhere.
And the Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday came the most played out phrase of all time. Like
yes.
I did not want to hear that. So that's what it is. Like it's all right, my bad. It is a classic album, like the impact and everything, but just I guess musically it's just since the whole album got played out ridiculously. I just don't go back to it like a classic album should be going back to. So yeah,
right. But it is one. But
I feel like for me and maybe King P, because we're a little younger, we were like in middle school, high school, so we probably have a little more sentimental to that. I don't know. For me, at least. I mean, I think that album's a classic.
I mean, P was in New York. I mean, I know New York.
Oh yeah, P was in New York.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
God damn.
But see, that's the thing is like it depends. It's like some people like it depends on what era you in life. Sometimes like middle school is like when you 12, 13, 14, music hit different, but then it's like when you're in high school, you're 15, 16, 17, 18, it's like music hit even more different. Like
yeah, and then me and LB were in our 20s or probably 20s.
Yeah, we was in the club when this came out. Like
y'all were literally in the club when it came out.
Yeah, like this shit used to get
I was at the all age clubs.
all age clubs.
Yeah, like I was in the bush.
Y'all were actually outside back then. Yeah, I had to stay inside when it got dark.
So like how y'all have that pool, like that's how like the pool you like I guess the sentimental value you have at that period is like that's what I compare like the like Pac and Big, like
right, exactly the same though. But like I said, but I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying definitely had its joints too. Like Many Men is a classic, In the Club is a classic, 21 Questions is a classic, Heat was a fucking classic.
Many Men's a classic. Yeah.
Nigga didn't even smoke it and try and made a decent song out of High all the time. So like and of course, like he added Wanksta as a bonus.
Yeah, he don't even smoke. That's the thing that was kind of corny. Even when I was young, like, you just didn't even smoke. He's talking about that song was kind of hard though. That was kind of a hard song. I like Life's Not on the Your Life's on the Line, but the one on the mixtape version more.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, that Wanksta shit though. That was the shit that had like when I heard
that needed to be on the album. I'm glad he still put that on there.
That belonged on there because like that single was fucking catchy as fuck.
We drive around with guns the size of Lil Bow Wow.
It's just kind of so hard. Yeah. Niggas say they gonna murder 50 hell.
Yeah, no, yeah, 50 was a fool for that song, yo. I always have love for Wexler, you know. The fucking
it's crazy how he put Ja Rule in the dirt, man. He did, and he started making love songs after him. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta do it. Yeah, and, I mean, that's the part where I started to lose respect to 50 on a musical level.
I mean, Candy Shop was tolerable, but Amusement Park, I remember.
No, neither songs were.
And you know, Amusement Park had the better beat.
Candy Shop was decent when I was younger. Amusement Park, he was dancing like a whale.
Candy Shop was like corny, like he was trying too hard with that. Like the video had all the hoes though. So
with Olivia, wasn't Olivia on the hook? Or something?
Yeah.
Candy. Yeah, I mean this was on the Massacre. Yeah, Candy Shop and Candy Shop was Amusement Park was some old bullshit.
For a little while, I thought the Massacre was just as good as Get Rich or Die Trying, but I probably was tripping.
I actually go back to Massacre more than Get Rich or Die Trying.
Me too. I haven't.
They didn't get played out as much.
Yeah, like the Baltimore Love thing. Yeah, I remember that song.
Cause you didn't have like the songs. It's like you gotta understand. Like Get Rich or Die Trying, you got like literally half maybe 70% of the album was literally played to death.
Yes.
I mean, he had the Full Force Dre and Eminem co-signs, you know.
Interscope. Interscope pushed the fuck out of this album, so that's why. Yeah, like
I didn't remember the whole Murder Inc. beef. So, like there was radio stations at the time were just playing niggas' whole albums, man. Like,
yeah, and of course, because I remember 50 used to go on 1-6 at the park, and this nigga used to drop all types of names he probably shouldn't have been dropping on TV. They had to keep like bleeping him out and shit like that. That version of early 50 was raw as fuck before he kind of softened up a little bit, you know, so to speak.
Yeah, dude had to keep reinventing himself. He couldn't just keep the whole rah-rah shit going.
Yeah, it was like, but Get Rich or Die. I mean, it's a classic to me, but with LB, like, I mean, yeah, musically it's kind of like, because it was played so much in its prime. It's like it's an album that you don't really like to go back to a whole lot. I mean, although you still hear the songs to this day. I mean, In the Club will still get played in the club to this day. You know, certain songs.
I just can't see myself listening to Get Rich or Die Trying, like the whole album. I just can't, like, I don't feel compelled enough to do it. Like,
yeah, I mean, to me, that album signaled the end. It did signal the end of an era, you know, because like I said, because you know, I don't think there's been an album out since that's had that type of hype, like the Doggy Style hype, this hype. You know, it's just like, you know, you like everyone was anticipating, because this shit almost went diamond. You know what I'm saying? So it probably is diamond by now. You know, so it's like, you know, yeah. I mean, I
thought it went diamond a long time ago. Like that shit went crazy.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, dude went platinum in a week or some shit like that. So it's like, yeah, like this album is like you like I always say, like, you have to be there with 50, like especially if you see 50 now, he's doing his shows and stuff like that. And you forget that this dude was literally one of
we keep all his good music for the damn TV shows.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Well, dude will probably never release an album again. Like it's been a minute.
All he gotta do is just make a sound. If he made music for the soundtracks, like release the album with all the damn intros.
Yeah, because the funny thing is too, because you know 50 kind of went at Interscope, and you know Interscope kind of quieted his career because of it, because this nigga used to call himself because of Curtis Interscope Jackson or some shit like that. Yeah, and then you know he was beefing with Interscope, and you know Interscope.
Did he had the game? He had the game beef too. Yeah, he was just beefing with everybody.
Yeah, and honestly, that all signaled the reason why he declined the way he did eventually. Yeah.
He has. I mean, to be honest, he hasn't been musically relevant like in 15, like at least 15 years
since I Get Money, like, but you know,
I Get Money was classic though.
Outside, of course, the music he makes for his shows, you know.
He
makes fire music for his shows, which is
he be having a good intros though.
At least you convinced me, love.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
that's just a vibe.
The original Power one is kind of is hard as fuck too. To be honest.
Yeah, the OG Power is hard. Yeah,
not the Thai. What the fuck? What's his name?
I only know one. There's only one version of Power to me.
Remember they came out with the Trey Songz version.
You talking about the Trey Songz? That don't count.
That shit was weak. And I'm just
that was like a B-side remix that just leaked for no reason.
They push it after the first time they dropped it.
Yeah, I'm just reading Rob D's comments. I mean, Patiently Waiting was his favorite track on that. Haven't played it in a while. Winkster was another one. Glad that was on the album. And Rob, what songs suck? You talking about when we're talking about Amusement Park and Candy Shop? Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember when they dropped the version with all the music videos. Yep, I think I still have that DVD somewhere. I have it.
Yeah, the bitch get in my car. Dog, he had some songs on that. In my hood on the second album, The Massacre. That shit was fire to me.
Yeah,
that might be.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, like 50. Like the 50 era of rap, though. As much as there was good and bad, but that shit was still memorable as fuck. And Get Rich or Die Trying was memorable. The fact that it's 20 years is crazy to me.
It's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 on the hooks, man. Like, he did Let's Get It by G-Dep, and that next song, not the first song, but the second joint. He just made some catchy ass hooks in his prime.
Yeah, he did. Because he was mentored.
The bars were there. Lloyd Banks is always the best out that bunch, but I mean, lyrically, but 50 just was catchy with the shit.
Yeah,
that's Game.
Yeah, well, I mean, Game's the only one that actually had a career after their, because Game.
No, I'm saying like about the hooks. Like he killed the hooks on Game album.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hate It, Love It, such a class. Hate It, Love It. I play Hate It, Love It all the time. I mean, not all the time, but
yeah, you know what? That's one song from that era I do fuck with. Like that gets played. Yeah, I love that fucking song.
Yo, Game's that Game album from that era, Game's album gets a lot of because it has a lot of replay value to this day.
It's funny because I probably go back to documentary more than I go back to go. Well, I never go back to Get Rich or Die Trying. So yeah.
Well, that and Young Buck's album, which is so fucking
Young Buck album a classic. Yeah, I go back to that shit.
Yeah, Young Buck's album was fucking absolutely fucking underrated. It's a shame how his career kind of panned out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was Lloyd Banks down when I was young, so I definitely overrated Hunger for More.
Hunger for More wasn't a bad. Honestly, I haven't listened to it in a while. But I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It was okay. Yeah, it was decent.
Because at the time, I was like, I just wanted to hear a punchline rapper actually make some decent songs and give me some raw punchlines. And Lloyd gave me that with that album.
Yeah, Lloyd did.
But the other album though was just horrible. He
didn't. Ryan Apple, the Ryan Apple was
Oh no, is that the one that had Cake?
Yeah,
Cake. I love Cake though. Cake
was fired.
I ain't played Cake in a minute. Thank you. I must have good on my 2003 shit.
Because I was like, because I still play Cake to this day, man.
I used to play Cake a lot. I didn't play it in a minute, but I used to fucking run the fuck out of Cake recently.
Yeah,
50 was snapping on that shit.
Money.
Yeah, I swear. 50
the heart of a victim, murders and monumental. I don't complicate shit, nigga. I keep it simple.
Hey, but Lloyd Banks is kind of like when it comes to lady cuts, Lloyd Banks is up there, man. With lady.
Now,
ain't no one trying to hear that mush mouth shit speaking to no ladies, nigga. Nigga. Look, nah.
Karma, smile.
Yo, Lloyd Banks, I swear now, no one. Now Lloyd Banks doesn't. Yeah, he pretty much is like I just want to make all types of lyrical miracle type songs, like which is different, which he really does now. He seems to be happy with that, And I personally, I think most of them are fire, anyways. But,
that's all he really was, though. Like
he's content with his career. I mean, he got like a cult following, with mixtapes. I haven't listened to all of them, but
make no damn chick songs, like really.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying he has a cult following, like he makes mixtapes.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Lloyd Banks has a following.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, everybody in G Unit supposed to have a cult following by now, because like the impact, the record sales, like yeah.
Yeah, I mean everything. Yeah, but I mean everyone except Tony Yayo. I don't know. Tony Yayo don't got no damn cult following.
His podcast might.
Tony Yayo made Jim Jones sound like a decent MC.
Yeah, no, Tony Yayo.
Tony Yayo album wasn't even bad though.
But my hair thoughts of a predicate. I mean, that dude had a shit called "Thoughts of a Predicate Fella," and then some of the shit that I was hearing from that, I was like, wait a minute, this ain't even hard. Like this shit is just like, let's just say the.
So he had the song. He had Curious and Self-Seductive, right? As the singles.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, you got out of prison. Why the fuck are these?
He shouldn't be playing the bad boy, with the girl song cut.
I mean, I know You Don't Love Me was a classic posse cut.
Oh, I know You Don't Love Me. No, I like I Know You Love Me, and I Don't Love Hoes. Pimpin' was tough.
Yeah, but it was just like, you know, I mean, curious. I mean, because Joe and G Unit had that chemistry. I can't, but I was just like, God damn, nigga, you came out of prison. Like, why the fuck is these?
That was the first. I think that was the first one.
I mean, but dude just came out of prison. Like, I mean, I don't think he want to be talking about niggas. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like let that man eat, bro. Like,
I know
you want to talk about some females, man? Shit.
Yeah, it was just like, it was just
y'all wanted this nigga to come out of prison on some Capone shit, like,
yeah, nigga. Like,
who else was it, like, or some Pac or so, like, or who else, like there's so many niggas come from prison and start dropping like heat.
I
so
mean,
nah.
Because Tony Yayo was underrated on the mixtapes before he went to jail, but after that it was just like, you know, it's just like, I think I just want something else a little bit harder, like, you know, his first singles, not so just.
He was he snapped on that motherfucking I Run New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably his best.
Fucking snapped on. He snapped on that Game album, that Running.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying Yayo had his moments though, but I think the album, his album was where kind of G Unit kind of like, oh, wait a minute. That was, you know, that was the G Unit. That was the first G Unit done. I think that even went platinum. I think eventually did. You know,
but see, the thing is, Tony Yayo, out of all of them, he's the guy who was never really a solo artist. Like, if you keep him on group albums and features, he's never. And that's why he's only had one solo album, right? I can't remember.
Yeah. He hasn't dropped any other album as far as I know.
Exactly, like he's not meant to fucking be fucking what's his name, dropping solo albums, like, nah.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, if it sold more or whatever, he probably would have dropped another one. But yeah, like even when it dropped, it didn't. I mean, it had some joints.
I mean, it sold enough to warrant if they wanted to drop another one, but it's like, it didn't have the classic songs that everybody else's album had, and it didn't garner the buzz.
What kind of group? Okay, since y'all know, let me ask y'all: was there ever a group, maybe Wu-Tang, but like, was there ever a group that like literally had a, you know, album after album, like right away type of thing? Like, it felt like those albums came consecutively.
Well, the Wu-Tang shit is different because they signed to Loud as a group, and then they allowed their other members to sign to other record labels. Like that wasn't done before. So, and you know, that could have easily failed, but you know, somehow it worked. Theirs is different. Whereas 50 made sure everyone was in house, like
was signed in Interscope.
Like they wouldn't even let 50 wouldn't even barely let his artist sign go on the other artists' albums. Like, which
he would never. Yeah, not really.
Which is the reason why Game kind of didn't got out of that beef, because he wanted to work with other rappers. And why he extended his 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, both ways were successful though. Like,
right.
Like, Wu-Tang should allowed, you know, all the solo projects to build the brand.
So many classic albums dropped in.
Yeah, and then with G Unit, you had everything in house, so you kept that sound.
That same sound.
And so you really made your era and your impact.
You didn't get no Purple Tape and no Supreme Clientele or Liquid Swords. You know what I mean?
But you still got classics though.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, not every. That's Wu. I mean, but still.
You think about it, like, who, like, does Wu-Tang have a Tony Yayo?
But I'm saying, besides Wu, like, I'm thinking, like, Dipset, I guess. I mean, they had, you know, Jewel's had his album, Cam, and Dipset album, and Jim Jones.
Yeah, that shit kind of came.
That shit came.
You know what? Hot Boys, but Turk album came too late. Like, when Turk solo album dropped, Cash Money was already kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a better example than using Dipset. I was just like,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good example. That would be good, good. Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to give no damn Dipset no. I was like, there had to be a different group. Yeah, Hot Boys is damn good.
But
that's crazy because they're from the South. Like,
hold on about that. You hate Dipset like that? It's like you never give them no props at all. I'm just wondering.
I never did. I thought they were trash.
Like you don't give Florida no props.
Cam's personally.
One thing too is I thought Cam was a great rap, but I never liked that Dipset phase of him. Like that's I couldn't like
his best albums. But I feel like I know he was a monster with Children of the Corn, rapping with Mace and all the posse cuts, but
he was snapping on them Dipset albums.
His albums were like better than most rappers' albums.
But like, the Dipset albums were good for the production, because their production was crazy. But them niggas was spending a lot of
Cam was rapping, bro.
So I was listening to
soap opera.
Come Home With Me the other day.
I was playing a soap opera the other day after Purple.
I used to like because my boys used to put that like every time we go on a smoke break, they'd bring that shit because they used to like to get the instrumental and start freestyling in my car and shit.
So you're not a fan of the Chipmunk Soul samples at all, Pat?
No, not really.
Oh, I love that. That's like my favorite type of shit. Maybe that's why.
But Dipset for what they were, I was like, I tried, but I was just like, I just couldn't get into what the fuck they were doing. That's why I said I like G Unit a lot better, because them niggas were spitting all over their fucking mixtapes and shit like that, and none of that Chipmunk sample. Like, I mean, they were just jacking beats, so that was just.
Dipset had some hard mixtapes too. I prefer Dipset,
and they were spitting too. Like, what the fuck? I mean,
Dipset's better than G Unit to me personally, but.
It is
much. I mean, talent-wise, yeah, they're much better. But
Hell Rel body half them niggas, man.
No.
Dude, Hell Rel album, just for the hell of it, dog. That's just better than Banks' album, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, Joel Santana for me to use better than Banks' album too.
I mean, the G Unit group albums are better than anything that Dipset.
Nah. I prefer Diplomatic Volume 1 easy.
Then that sound like that might be the next group.
This is that one because I'm definitely.
But hold on. Are we gonna go the first G Unit album versus the first Dips? Because that's a double album versus a regular.
It's cool though.
That trash was a double album.
It's a way better album anyway. Either way.
I ain't gonna lie, but that shit, I remember I had took the bus to Target and that shit was like $7.50, like 2 CDs. I was like, hey, nigga.
Yeah, it was dumb cheap. I remember, it really was cheap. That G Unit.
To me, Just Blaze and Kanye and Heatmakers laced Dipset with some great.
Yeah, exactly. They laced them, but they wasn't using them. Right?
Cam was spitting too.
Nah, even the intro. What's his name? Unkasa was killing that shit.
Unkasa killed it. Color Tropicana.
Yeah,
niggas do the wop, niggas do the tropic, niggas do the Macarena.
Hey, come on, was Unkasa the one in Purple City? Was he in that Purple City?
I think so.
The Dipset Purple Bird Gang or some shit.
Yeah,
but he killed it because remember the album done. Like I just turned it in the game. Like it was really good. Like
I'm gonna let you.
Niggas tried him like he was the new guy. Niggas tried him like he was Pilot. Nigga, like nah.
Trying to play.
Well, the podcast over, son. Wait, why you here right now? The podcast over. Like, hey, yo, tell Pat put on another beat. Like, yo, King P, we gonna bodega banner this shit, nigga. Get another topic. What's really good, man? Like, only forget an animation real quick. Fuck it. Like, alright, damn. Like, alright, Pilot, we gonna let you spit. Say what you gotta say, Pilot.
Yeah, no, Unkasa snapped on that shit.
Yeah, that might need to be a poll topic, like which album. Like,
I'll just be ad-libbing all in that motherfucker.
Like Diplomatic Community or the first G, that might need to be a poll topic.
It was Beg for Mercy, right?
Yeah, Beg for Mercy,
Yeah, Beg for Mercy. No, Diplomatic Community was better than me.
Yeah, for sure.
Beg for Mercy was better to me. I love the.
Okay, who was the standout on Diplomatic Community?
Probably Camera. But Jules was spitting aggressive shit to me.
Yeah, Jules was spitting on that too. Yeah.
They try to make Jules.
I'm ready. I mean, come on, I'm ready. Hell, wrong. This is what I do. I really mean it. Yeah, there's too much.
Yeah, no, they tried to make him start off that album. Like, they really tried. They were pushing him.
But Jules was pretty popular. At one time, Jules was pretty popular though.
Yeah, that was like near his peak. Like Like, let me see. Okay, I always felt Young Buck was the one who shined brightest on Beg for Mercy.
Huh.
He did. He absolutely did.
His
I
voice,
felt like that was his album.
His voice, like, he had a domineering voice. Pause, especially. But I mean, you know. Like,
The way this nigga
no, I mean, like when he would come on the track, you know, again, pause. He would
pause.
Pause, nigga.
no, but he would do a good job. I mean, he would, you know, he'd memorable verses on that shit for sure.
yeah. Yo, oh my God. Yo,
Yeah, that might be it. I know we just did double albums.
Young Buck was the star of the album, but all of them were spitting on that. Like, all of them were spitting like heat on the album.
Not Tony Yayo.
I was kind of
He was only on 2 tracks though. Like they were, he wasn't even there for during the recording of the album. They threw like 2 mixtape tracks in.
I was kind of.
I don't know about Banks. Always was the number 2 in G Unit.
See Henny. Shout out to Henny. I'm like I was a Banks Jules tennis stand back then. So yeah, I feel you.
But it felt like commercially Buck was number 2.
Yeah,
you think so? Now Lloyd Banks had that.
It felt like Lloyd was number 2 because he was in there longer.
He was 50's number. I mean, because Yayo went you know, he was 50's number 2. Basically.
Well, yeah, Lloyd.
So, yeah, it felt that, but like musically, like I mean, what Cam? You like what?
No, Lloyd Banks.
Banks brick, Yayo brick.
No, Lloyd Banks had a better career than Lloyd.
I mean, Banks still had the quotables. I mean, like niggas was really spitting that dude's quote. Like,
the victory.
Buck ain't been out in 3 years. He the hottest,
bro. That victory verse, I still play that song, and I be rapping the shit out of it when it comes on.
Yeah, Lloyd used to hold people down with the grimy punchlines.
I don't know. Did he really have a better career than Young Buck? Like their career's about even to me.
Yeah, it's even because one didn't want to start him, the other one kind of
wanted it and then wanted an extra little more than we should have found out about.
Right. Right.
He got the stardom for the wrong reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
you know, like his is like like you look at Young Buck career, it's like damn, it's a shame what happened to that boy. Like, you know, whereas Lloyd Banks, it seems to be he's like happy to take random niggas beats that people email him and spit all types of 32s over him.
Lloyd Banks was content. I mean, 50 Cent kind of got on him and just kind of gave up on him because you know, you could tell Lloyd Banks wasn't really, you know, wanting to get himself out there and stuff. You know, 50 would try to push him, you know. And, you know, Lloyd Banks was content. Yeah,
you know, and honestly, and that's a shame too. Cause
we talked about that in the book episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and
that might have been before your time.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because G Unit should be, you know, like you'd hope that they come together, but like clearly I think, you know, there's a level of relationship that probably won't be fully repaired. Like, you know, they all do their separate things. You know, 50 is like, you know, he's kind of just because he doesn't understand why they don't have his drive and shit like that. I mean, you know, and it's a shame too, like I said, because the G Unit era, that's the thing about the G Unit era. Because at least the Dipset, like when Dipset started, I mean, they even after all the backstabbing of shit, like they still fuck with each other in some fashion.
Yeah.
Because the money in the shows, them niggas ain't really legit fucking with each other. It's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job. Like,
well, you can tell by the verses because they should have got bodied by D Block like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. The verses.
You remember they got upstaged too by their own.
I'm saying, you can tell D Block whenever they had beef or something, they would always, you know, be in, you know, we never heard about that shit, you know. They always kept it in house. You know?
No, I'm saying, but Dipset got upstaged. You remember about it? Their own B team upstaged them niggas.
Yeah, they did.
Remember when they made with I think it was 40 Cal. JR, the Hell Rail, like, and they had dropped the album, I think, a week or the same day the Dipset dropped that other EP.
Mm-hmm.
Who had the better joints? Like, so that's like crazy. So I don't know. The G Unit never got that bad, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, but it seems like, you know, like 50's. I mean, I think we all follow 50's IG. Like none of them niggas is really mentioned. Like, although Tony Yayo stays commentating and shit, but yeah, 50 don't say shit like about G Unit. Like it's like, you know, it's like he's on to the next thing. Like
the last phase was when they had what's his name, Kid.
Yeah. Oh, who's the guy that posts on the collie?
You just seen his name in here. Shout out to Joshua O. Salute.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Hot Rod. Wasn't he a part of G-Unit too?
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah, Hot Rod was part of that. I remember I used to argue with my man back in college about Hot Rod because I was just like, you know, I don't want to go. I don't really want to bash him because you know he is a cool person. But
he posts.
I was, let's just say I wasn't feeling his music like that.
No, G-Unit was done after. They had.
I mean, he was in a transitional period. Like I don't know. Like I don't like when you look back at it. I don't think it was supposed to work out like that for him. But I don't think he was trash. Like he had a few bangers. Once he had that joint with Mary J, right?
Mary J, yeah.
yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't really see it in him. But I mean, he's a cool guy, but I'm just like I wasn't really fucking with his music like that
because he didn't really fit G-Unit though.
Right? Yeah, he wasn't trying to make gangster shit. He was just trying to make like dance music and shit like that.
And at the time, that's like a nigga going on Wu-Tang trying to make dance music.
You're right.
Right. Nigga, let me rap about mathematics and kung fu. Like, what the fuck you talking about bitches for, nigga? What the fuck, God? It's like every time I'm trying to talk about Chinese swords and anime, nigga, you come here rapping about dime piece, Puerto Ricans and shit, nigga. Like,
try to be a puffy MC and shit. The fuck?
Yeah, nigga, get out of here with that shit.
Yeah, nigga, you better rap about the Supreme Alphabet, my nigga.
Yeah, nigga, you better pick up that Iron Man comic book, nigga. Like, what the fuck you doing?
God Cipher Divine shit, nigga. That's what you need to be doing.
Yeah, nigga, rap these algebra problems, nigga. You're supposed to be rapping about constellations and quasars and solar flares.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like all that other shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you better find that you better find the 10th chamber and shit, nigga. What the fuck?
I mean, it's like, so you gotta kind of that's why Dipset worked, because they never had somebody that just was out of place.
Right. Yeah, but it's a shame that, like I said, I mean, hopefully maybe one. I mean, I've given up on the G-Unit making like a whole group album, because that's not gonna happen.
Nah, I think it happened 3 times and it got worse each time.
Yeah, I the second group album, I listened to that shit once, and that was enough for me. I was just like,
that's like what the Terminator on site.
Yeah, the writer, whoa, whatever the fuck that shit was. I was like, no. And then that's the one where it's like G-Unit featuring Young Buck. Like that, they lost all type of chemistry on that fucking album. Like, it was just like,
yeah. He said featuring Young. Like, hold on, how y'all featuring the nigga who was on the last album?
Yeah. 50 was wild because he was beefing with this nigga, man. And it was like, yeah, he's not G-Unit. Buck was no longer part of G-Unit, so it was like G-Unit featuring Young Buck. I was like, yo, that is cold blooded, But yeah, that album was just like,
phone calls and shit at that time.
Yeah, I listened to that album once. I was just like, nah, I'm good on this one. Like, nah, this ain't it. And I think they released a couple of mixtapes after that, but I think those were, they weren't that great either, if I remember correctly.
Damn, man, you said this is the group that's supposed to be better than them Dipset, nigga.
Well, Dipset didn't release it. I mean, I'm not sure what you thought was classic coming out of Dipset, outside of unless you're talking about Juelz's solo or whatever the fuck, nigga. Like,
Juelz's solo wasn't no classic. It had bangers. Hell Rel shit was the gem though. Like, you had just a bunch of damn raw beats, samples, dope shit, and nigga Hell Rel just snapping on every song. And then the features, he had the song with Styles P, the hardest nigga out. Like, cause remember how both of them was like, I'm Hell Rel, hardest nigga out, Styles P, hardest nigga, like, and them niggas killed that shit. Then he had the song.
The original one, I remember the original one had a Lil Fame from MOP too. Like,
that was like on the mixtapes.
It got edited out because 50 got it taken off because he didn't clear him to do the verse. So it wasn't on the album version.
Yeah, that's 50. Yeah, didn't want his artists working with other niggas.
Then the karma when he couldn't get Mace.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Hell Rel, I'm like, y'all can match that up with, what y'all want to do? Do y'all want to match up the group albums versus each other, or y'all want to pick a nigga from the group against another nigga from the group?
I mean, what, like
y'all want Hell Rel versus Banks album, Buck album, Yayo 50, who? Like what? Yeah.
Why not do Joel's and Lloyd Banks debuts? I don't know.
I mean, if you want,
niggas ain't open up no Joel album, nigga. Like,
I like his debut. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. More people might actually pick the Lloyd album over that Joel Santana like debut. I have a feeling that would probably be.
Niggas heard the Hell Rel. That shit. That's what I'm saying. That Hell Rel, because the thing is, it's like, you know how niggas is like, I want to hear punchlines and bars, and they got Lloyd Banks, whatever, and it's like, okay, but then Hell Rel giving you the same thing, like, really?
Well, unless you want to do Hell Rel and fucking Young Buck.
Okay, damn. So okay, because you want the South in this motherfucker.
I mean, it wasn't like Dipset didn't get any. It's not like Dipset didn't get any South love, nigga.
Do a Jim Jones album.
Oh, Jim Jones versus Young Buck. Oh, that's Young Buck all day. See, the Young Buck versus Rel. That would be a hard one for me because I'm like, damn, that's literally two of the better albums from both squads, and it's like them shits is like fire. So,
yeah, the fact that Jim Jones has a career is still baffling to me.
His album, no, but he's been on a dope album run. Like,
I remember you kept on like, I don't know what
he's improved rapping wise, yo. Like, I heard, like, remember he the only one on the Dipset, like the newer Dipset album where he was still kind of rapping. Like Jewels was like,
yeah, he was too leaned out by then.
Fucking Cameron going through the motions. Jimmy was the only one that was like, you know, I gotta have a legacy. I don't want niggas just remember me for balling. Well, he was spitting on that shit.
I mean, at least you should be happy that at least he got a hit. I mean, you know, most rappers don't even get no hits. Like he actually had a legit hit. But yeah, after that, I don't know what.
Hey, would y'all say "We Fly High" is the biggest classic to come out of? The biggest single to come out of Dipset, or would say "Oh Boy" or probably.
I felt like Oh Boy, but then it felt like Ballin' was bigger because
it was everywhere.
It was like the meme. It was like a meme. Ballin', you know, but it's called "We Fly High."
But the thing is, like Ballin' had like remixes, and then remember Jay came on there.
Jay did the diss on Jim Jones.
Dissed him on it. It kept living. Where Oh Boy was just fire and big for a moment.
And you hear Oh Boy more now. No, you hear Oh Boy more now than Ballin'. I do. I mean, just like. If I'm gonna
I mean, Fly High.
Ballin' suffers the get rich or die trying disease.
Right.
This shit was just too fucking big now.
Yeah, it was everywhere. I seen it.
Sports. Everybody was fucking playing that shit.
I remember dude was the closer.
Boy and Hey Ma sometimes too.
I mean, I saw Jim Jones in concert because he was the closer at one of Funk Flex's car shows, and he had that. And Jim Jones had the crowd in the palm of his fucking hand, like it was fucking. Couldn't believe that. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard song to hear at the club. Like that shit really go like.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he should be happy. I mean, he had that for a hit though. But yeah, you know the Dipset G Unit errors. You know, like I said, the Get Rich or Die Trying birthed all this shit. You know, really. So it's like, yeah.
Maybe.
We still play Oh Boy now. Who plays Ballin' now? I hear it. I mean, Henny guys saying like, I hear it. It's not like it's like frequent. I mean, it's not like it's like niggas don't play it. Like
I legit played.
I never hear Ballin'. I never hear Ballin'. I hear Oh Boy a lot more than We Fly High.
I personally don't play no fucking Ballin'. I don't do that. That's like,
no, I'm saying if I'm at a concert, like, you know, concert DJs like. I hear Oh Boy probably before We Fly High, you know.
And it's true. I've heard Oh Boy more recently, not for me playing, but just like I'm trying to think. Was it a DJ mix or something?
Like, yeah, because the radio's dead. But I mean, even like back when the radio was still kind of alive, I would hear Oh Boy a lot more than We Fly High.
See, yeah, no Oh Boy, because I remember because the radio station up here has like an old school hour, and they play that shit, and I get like I grip my teeth when it's.
Dude, Oboy's a classic. What do you?
Because no, they're both classics, but Ballin' is more of an era classic.
Yeah, Boy's more timeless, you know. Just Blazes was.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the better word. Timeless.
Oh man, that wasn't that whole. I thought it wasn't supposed to go off the way it did, though. But music, you know, it happens.
Yeah, I knew that would happen. Shit, I'm kind of done. Like, man, y'all niggas done kept me up all night talking about motherfucking boxing and music and shit. Like,
the good shit. Those were the days.
Those are the days. But yo, let's wrap this shit up though. So some final thoughts. Pete, you got some final thoughts for us?
Great weekend of boxing. Friday, Saturday, dope weekend. Shout out to Matchroom. I was great fight card to be at. You know, shout out to Serrano. Shout out to Baumgartner. Undisputed champs holding it down for the women. Got a picture with both of them, so that was dope. I'm not gonna lie, I almost fumbled my phone when I took a picture with Baumgartner. She had me. I don't know. It's just something about Baumgartner. So, you know, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony. Shout out to everybody that was on the card, involved fighting or training. They all did their thing, and it was all a great show. So, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what it is. Ring Gang Radio all day. You know where to find us at ringgangradio.com. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. You know the vibes. So,
yes, sir. LB, your final thoughts?
Oh yeah, yeah, good weekend of boxing last weekend, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, it was amazing. Looking forward. Well, I ain't really looking forward to motherfucking this fight this weekend. What time is it? Saturday? What, 9 or 10?
I think it's 9.
Okay, alright, yeah, it's cool, not bad. But yeah. So we can leave decent boxing this weekend. That'd be cool. If it's better than expected, great. And you know, hey, we'll hype it up, talk about it. You know how we do. Ring Gang forever. Yeah, that was good music discussion. Just overall good vibes. Shout out to everybody in the comments showing love and just engaging.
Except that fucking retard that started putting that bullshit in there. Like,
yeah, fuck that dude. I don't know what the fuck his problem was. It was on some bullshit. But yeah, other than that, just keep fucking with us. We got more shit on the way. You know, follow us on the YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of that shit, IG, especially the TikTok. We putting more content on the TikTok, you know what I mean? Doing more boxing shit. About to get back in my art bag soon. In the office set up. So yeah, I'm about to jump on that. I don't know. I spoiled y'all niggas with boxing artwork last year. I'm gonna give y'all some different shit this year. Like,
yes, sir.
So y'all gonna, you know, that GOAT artist level up coming soon. So yeah. World's still a op. Yeah, it's, you know, still out there, you know. And that's it.
Yes, sir. Pilot, what about you?
Not much more, you know. Good long show today. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Rob D, my dog, Joshua Kogi, Henny God, Android as always, and appreciate it. And you know, everybody listening out there, just keep fucking with us. You know where to find us at. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. And I don't have much to add on other than sub to our channel, go to our webpage. You know, we got the shit you want to need. You know, listen, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and we can all be friends because we do this shit for y'all. And yeah, we got, you know, things in the future, you know, coming down the pipeline. And last but certainly not least, go Philadelphia Eagles, because you know that's the most important thing that had to be said tonight.
Boo, 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 boo.
Nigga, shut up. Who asked you?
Boo up niggas. Nah.
Nigga, go bake these muffins, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Boo.
Boo them niggas.
So yeah.
Boo.
This haters, man, hate. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, you know, the hater, you know, I'm not gonna say
the hater artist.
Yeah, the GOAT hater, nigga.
The GOAT hater, nah.
You know, for King P, Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot, yo, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So, until next time, peace.
Boo.
Hater. Go
boo the Eagles.